going on, guys? HTC user 96 here with the iPad 2 review. Now, the iPad 2 is a brand new Apple device. It has been a year since the iPad 1, and the iPad 1 was probably the most successful Apple product ever. So, what's new with the iPad 2 is now they have a camera up in the front, and, still everything the same. Now you can see the speakers on the bottom, and everything else is the same. Microphone's on top now. What I really love about the iPad 2 is the smart cover. It turns on when you open it, and then it locks when you close it. And that's a really nifty thing, instead of pressing the lock button. What's also really cool about the smart cover is it's a stand both ways. Alright, now that's really cool. Also, what's new with the iPad is it now has FaceTime. Now, also you can change this into an orientation lock, which I will do now because this is really bugging me. Alright, let's go into camera. And camera quality is actually amazing for a tablet. And it definitely beats the Samsung Galaxy. Let's just take a picture here. And it takes fast pictures. Now we can flip the camera. And, it's cool, because now you can chat with all your friends. Okay, get out of that camera app. We will go to... Now there's a new navigation system that you can get for iPods, iPhones, and now iPads, called Nav Free, and it's a free offline navigation system. You don't need to pay for it. Now, what else is new is photo booth for the iPad, and you can do crazy effects here, and it's just amazing what the iPad can do now. What I think is the best of the iPad right now is their apps. They have, like Steve Jobs said, they have over 65,000 iPad apps. And what's really cool about the iPad is it now has a dual-core A5 processor. And it's 1 gigahertz, but it's dual-core, so it makes it 2 gigahertz. Now, the smart cover is used by a magnet, and you can totally see it hangs the iPad. Now, these magnets are really strong, but not only is it cool, you can take it off, and then when you put it back on, it auto-aligns it for your iPad. Now I'm going to take this off and set it over there. So over on the left side we have nothing, and on the top, power button, volume rocker, camera, frontal camera in the front, and the Apple standard button. Now, the display here is the same as the previous iPad. What's really cool is their new apps. My favorite is GarageBand. Let's open that up here. Now, I don't like anything about this except this smart guitar. Okay? Let me turn this volume up. Okay, so that's really cool. Now, you can also change it into notes. And you can also... I think this is probably the cool part of the iPad. When you go back into chords, there's this thing that they added, which is called autoplay. Now, autoplay is a new feature for GarageBand. And let's just say I went to autoplay 4. Now, autoplay, you click on a thing, and it'll start playing stuff for you. And the autoplays are different. enough playing around here. So, the other cool apps which make it really cool is the Fruit Ninja and Angry Birds. Now, TapTap still hasn't come out with an iPad version, which is pretty sad. And, yeah, Farmville on here as well, if you like that sort of thing. Now, the skinny, it got really skinny now. Like, you can see it. It's so skinny, and it's really light. It's 1.3 pounds. And as you can see, it is 33% skinnier than the iPhone 4. So, just imagine the iPhone 4 and the iPad 2 compared to that. Now, overall, I think it is a really, really good tablet. It definitely beats out all the other tablets. And I think that the only tablet that comes close is the non-existing tablet, which is the HP Touchpad. HP Touchpad will come out this summer, 2011, and I will get that and review it and compete it against the iPad 2. Because the iPad 2 has a 720 pixel frontal camera, but the HP Touchpad has a 1.3 megapixel frontal camera, and it's amazing. High quality, unbelievable. So, stay tuned. Also, great for reading books. Awesome. You can, fool around with the pages. Well, that's pretty much the iPad. You can get a 3G or a Wi-Fi. We have a Wi-Fi here, and 64 gigabytes. The iPod looks like iTunes, and you can flip it side to side. And it does look like iTunes on the computer. Well, this was the iPad 2 review. Oh yeah, just a quick second. Photoshop Express for iPad is unbelievable. Edit your own photos that you take with the iPad. And, yeah. And I'll show you a quick video that I took with the iPad. I'll just record it now. What's great about the video is you can zoom in and move it around. This is my cat playing with a mouse toy that squeaks whenever you hit it. And that is video on the iPad 2. Now, there are a lot of other apps that you can download that are amazing. There is iMovie for iPad, and I saw that on Steve Jobs' talk about the iPad 2, and it looked actually really cool. I'm considering getting it. Well, thank you for watching the iPad 2 review. This is HCC User 96. Go show me to your friends, everything. And, I guess this is the end. HCC User, quietly awesome, reviewing the iPad 2.